everyone. This is a super fast, super simple, super delicious recipe using leftover turkey, but of course you could also use leftover chicken. I've simply called it Warm Turkey and Almond Slaw, and it is a fan favorite recipe. A few simple, fresh ingredients, and you can have a hearty, delicious keto dinner in just a few minutes, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So we do make use of some pre-prepared foods such as this broccoli slaw, and also I have got some leftover turkey. As I said, you can also use cooked chicken, or if you don't have any cooked chicken or turkey meat, you could also use sliced deli turkey. So if you have deli turkey or chicken that you've got from the store, you're at Trader Joe's or wherever, and you grab a packet along with your broccoli slaw, you can do that too. But I love to use fresh turkey, and I've got some here, and I'm just going to quickly chop this turkey into more bite-sized pieces. This recipe is intended for two, but if you're super tall like Yogi, or you can totally make this a meal for one. So I am just doesn't have to be pretty. This is kind of like a stir fry, so no prizes for making pretty chopped turkey or chicken. And you can see how easy this recipe is already. You can, of course, also buy turkey or chicken that is cooked and already chopped. So you could even go a stage further, and if you wanted cooked chicken or turkey as opposed to deli meat, you could buy pre-cooked and cut turkey or chicken and just add that straight in your pan. So there is our chopped turkey, and now we're going to get cooking. Okay, we are going to put our oil in there. You just wipe all that turkey grease off my fingers. We're going to heat that up. And then this first piece is pretty much a stir fry, so I have a pretty high heat going on. The cooking is very fast. Here I have my broccoli slaw, and depending on where you get your broccoli slaw from, this has got a few shreds of red cabbage in, and it's got a few shreds of cabbage in. Your broccoli slaw may not have either of those in, so whatever you get, whatever you like. You can also, of course, make your own broccoli slaw by simply saving your stalks when you cut fresh broccoli, save them and put those through a food processor to make your own broccoli slaw. So that's my broccoli slaw. Just heating my oil up real fast. And as I say, this is, the first step is pretty much a stir fry. So high heat, hot oil, and I also have here my slivered almonds. The flaked almonds are not really going to hold up well in the stir frying process because they're so thin, they are pretty fragile. You're also not going to get that same crunch or almond flavor if you use flaked almonds, which are the ones that are really, really, really thin. These are chunkier. And also you can buy these toasted or not toasted. I prefer to use ones that are pre-toasted. You can either buy them and toast them yourself, or at Trader Joe's anyway, I don't think there's any difference in cost, so I just buy the toasted slivered almonds, not flaked. So I'm using the toasted ones here. Our oil is steaming, so I'm gonna toss my slaw in, and I'm gonna toss my toasted slivered almonds in. Get all of that mess out of the way. And I'm going to keep the heat high. And I'm going to keep these moving. So that they don't burn, because the heat is very high, so I don't want them to catch. And we're just going to stir fry these for a couple of minutes. With the meat, of course, one of the reasons this recipe is so fast is because you're using pre-cooked meat. If you have raw meat, you will have to cook it first before you start your stir frying. And if you try and stir fry the raw meat, you're probably going to overcook your broccoli slaw, so you're going to lose that crunch. And crunch is one of those magical things that everybody misses on keto. So this is one way that you can get a bit of crunch in there. This is one of those super easy, simple, fast meals that is actually faster than get and takeout, faster than microwaving your store-bought pizza, faster than getting your store-bought casseroles and heating them up or cooking them in the oven. So this is really proof that you can turn a handful of lovely fresh ingredients into a really tasty, satisfying meal very quickly. I also have it on good authority that a lot of kids love this recipe. So, okay, we're starting to get a sizzle here. Just keeping it moving so that it doesn't catch. And I'm just gonna just a little bit longer. So I want that crunch, but I don't want it to taste raw. So just a couple of minutes of stir frying, and then we are going to add our turkey. catching the escapee before I tread on it. And I'm going to turn the heat down, stir that turkey through so it's all completely mixed. And really the aim of this stage is simply to heat the turkey, or if you've used chicken, is to heat it through so you have hot meat, not cold meat. Keep it moving, you don't want anything to stick. When you have a hot pan full of hot ingredients and you add your meat, your already cooked meat, it doesn't take long for that meat to warm through. You can always test it. Oh, it tastes so good already. Just gonna Okay, so once your meat is hot, you can add your rosemary and then also your yogurt. Now, let's talk about this for a second. A lot of folks probably most folks on keto or low carb tend to stay with the full fat Greek yogurt because we're not afraid of fat. However, I have found where I am that the Greek yogurt with the lowest amount of carbs, my propane is very hot, is the fat-free. Now you'll notice, so what I normally do is I buy fat-free Greek yogurt and then I add my own fat in the form of heavy cream. I mix that in. You'll notice that in the recipe, which is linked below, you will see that it says in caps, non-fat Greek yogurt won't work. And that is absolutely true. So if you are like me and you use non-fat yogurt, what you can do is add heavy cream and mix them together before you add them to your pan. So the only thing left to do now is to add another special bit of flavour. In this case, our balsamic vinegar. In we go. And our black pepper. And a pinch of salt. We're going to stir that all together well. What happens if you use non-fat yogurt and you don't add the cream to make it up to full fat yogurt is that when you heat it, your yogurt will curdle, it will separate, and that's not a good look. And although it tastes fine, it's just not the best look. So there we go, our last seasonings are in, and there you have a delicious pan full of warm turkey and almond slaw. A few fresh ingredients, a few minutes over the heat, and your almost instant keto dinner is served. Enjoy!